From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rumbling past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To number 22.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is what we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 3-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
To kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The running back running
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
23-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this 1st quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 85 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Two and now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10.
Goal at the 6-yard.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 4. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that well, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
For the extra point.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw with one of the better defense coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Completion here to Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point is now 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, he just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 22. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.